So we will be starting in a comfortable seat. Good morning. So finding a comfortable seat. Let the legs be heavy, the spine lifted and tall, and the hands just resting easily on the thighs or your lap. We'll take an inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. A full inhale, clearing exhale. And again, 1 more time, inhaling and exhale. Close the lips. And start now to regulate the breath, so evening out the inhale and the exhale. You can do this with a mental count of 3 or 4 or 5 inhale. And then the same count with your exhale. We're just finding a rhythm, a capacity that works for us. So you inhale for your count 3 or 4 or 5, or maybe it's 6. And then you match that count on your exhale. We want the inhale and the exhale to match. And then you start to notice there is a little pause at the top of your inhale. And then there is a natural pause at the bottom of the exhale. So we are, in fact, creating the 4 parts of the breath. The inhale, the natural pause, the exhale, and the natural pause. So just taking a few moments to develop that rhythm. And we want to maintain this throughout the practice. When we're flowing, we'll move with the breath, and when we're holding poses, come back to this rhythm. We'll bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart. And an opportunity to set your intention for practice, for the rest of the day, the few days ahead, or whatever you want to set it for. It could be a word or a few words or a statement. I am. You fill in the blank. We'll take an inhale together. And send out your intentions with your exhale. Release your hands down and come forward to all fours. Spread the fingers out. And then we're just going to rock backwards and forwards a little bit. So you start to feel that through the wrists. And then we're going to start to circle. So the circles are really happening through the wrist. So make these as big or as little as feels okay for your wrists and your hands. Next time you come forwards to that sort of 12 o'clock position, switch direction. So circling in the other direction. And the elbows stay straight. Now come to stillness and start to move through your cow and cat undulations, inhaling to look up and open the chest. Exhaling to round the back and tuck the chin. And continue to move. You might add in some side stretches. Any other movements that feel good. And then come to stillness here, bring the big toes to touch, take the knees wide for child's pose, sit the hips back to the heels, stretch the arms forwards, let your head rest. Bring the hands into prayer, and then bend your elbows, bring the thumbs to the back of the neck. And we'll take 5 breaths here. Release your hands down and come up to all fours. Tuck the toes under and push back to downward facing dog. And slowly pedal out the feet. Get the clicks and pops out of the toes and the ankles. Start to ease into the backs of the legs. And then you can exaggerate that movement, so deeply bending the knees and kind of wiggling the hips, so you feel that through the hips and a bit of a stretch through the back. And then stillness here in your down dog. Really press the mat away, lift the sit bones up and soften your shoulders, heels heading towards the mat. Inhale, rock forwards into a plank. Exhale, shift back to down dog. Inhale, rock forwards, plank. Exhale, shift back. Come forwards into plank. Lower the knees down and then bend the elbows and come all the way down onto your belly. Press the hands down on your inhale, lift up to cobra, come up any amount, and inner eye on your lower back. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up, lengthen from your toes to your crown. Exhale, release. Inhale, push up through the knees or plank. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, lifts the right leg up, 3-legged dog.
Bend to the right knee and open your hip. Keep the rest of your down dog just as it was, and the right knee lifting up towards the ceiling. Inhale to extend the right leg and square off the pelvis. Exhale, step the right foot forwards and drop the back knee down. Bring the hands onto the front thigh. Back out of the lunge. Exhale, sinks the hips forwards. Inhale, back out. Exhale, forwards. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, sink the hips down, release your hands down. Kick back to a three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Bend the knee and open your hip. Now release the right foot down. Inhale, the left leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee and open the hip up. Keep pressing down into the mat, lift the left knee high. Extend the left leg, square off the hips. Exhale to step the left foot through. Drop the back knee down. Hands onto the front thigh and pull out of the lunge. Exhale, shift forwards. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, forwards. Inhale, back. Lower back into your lunge. Release the hands down. Kick back to a three-legged dog. Left leg lifts up and back. And release the left foot down. On your next exhale, look forwards. Step the feet to the hands at the top of the mat. For ragdoll, fold over the legs, a nice bend in the knees. Little fingers can rest in the elbow creases. Let your head go. Let the arms be very heavy. Head is heavy. Hug the belly in, fold a little bit deeper. A gentle sway from side to side. And rock backwards and forwards. Release your hands down. On your inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Reach the hands overhead. Press the palms. From here, bend your elbows, bring the thumbs onto the back of the neck. The elbows and the crown of the head lift up. Press into your feet. Soften the shoulders down. And then you're going to start to lean the head back into your hands. So it's a little back bend. But be mindful of your lower back. And be mindful of your breath. You want to only move to that point where you feel this nice long back bend, but the breath is still even, that same count, the same rhythm that you created at the beginning. 2 more breaths here. Think about lifting up and out of the feet, out of the waist. On your inhale, look forwards, reach your hands up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Fold back in, exhale. Another halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down, step back to a plank. Take an inhale. Use your exhale to lower down. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, shift back to down dog. Take 5 breaths. Anytime that you need to rest, you can come down to child's pose. Take your time, join the practice when you're ready. On your next exhale, look forwards. Step or hop to the top. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Fold forwards. Exhale. Inhale to rise up. We'll keep moving. Forward fold with your exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Back to plank with your exhale. Take an inhale here. Use your exhale to bend the elbows and lower down. Inhaling for your back bend. Exhaling to down dog. Take 5 breaths. Follow the breath. On your next exhale, look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat. A halfway lift. Inhale. Fold in with the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Upward salute. Forward fold. Exhale. A halfway lift. Inhale. Back to plank. Exhale. Hold it here. Take an inhale. Everything strong. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Lengthen up. Exhale. Shift back to down dog. Five breaths. Two more. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee and open your hip. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, step the right foot through. And bring the back knee down. Lift your hands high. Press the palms overhead. Bend your elbows. Thumbs come to the back of the neck. Lengthen up. Lean the head back. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen out of the waist. 2 more breaths. On an inhale, look forwards and reach your hands up. Exhale, place the hands down. Kick back to your 3-legged dog, right leg up and back. Bend the knee and open your hip. Extend the right leg. Place the right foot down. Down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend the left knee, open your hip. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, step it through. Drop the back knee down. Rise up, Anjali-asana, both hands high, press the palms. Bend the elbows. Lengthen up. Lean back. Two more breaths. Inhale, look forwards, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Pick the back knee up and step forwards to the top of the mat. A halfway lift. Inhale. Fold in with your exhale. Take the feet to the edges of the mat for a squat. Bend the knees, sink the hips down. Grab your block if you want to sit on your block. We've got 5 breaths here, so you could be still. You might be rocking a little bit side to side, or you could take crow pose. Your choice. 2 more breaths. We're going to meet in a standing forward fold. Heel toe the feet towards each other. Let the head go. And take an interlace behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the elbows up. Crown of the head hanging down, maybe the knuckles lifting up. And release your hands down. Take a halfway lift. Fold back in. On your inhale, rise up. Press your hands overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes. Stabilize the breath. And remember your intention. Release the arms by the sides. Now bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit down into chair. Hold it here. And do what you can to make it a little bit easier. Try less hard. On your next exhale, forward fold. Step back to down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forwards. Now drop the back heel down. The back toes turn out about 45 degrees. Side angle pose, the forearm on the front thigh. So deepen that lunge. Really press into the back foot. Reach your left hand up. Get a lift up here. Open that left armpit up. You could stay just like this or reach the left arm over the left ear. But relax the shoulders away from the ears. You can look down, you can look to the side or look up. Now, strong legs, just stay in the same position as you lift up to warrior two. Gazing over the front hand. Flip the right hand, reach up to the ceiling and reverse. And then turn to look at your back foot. If you want to add in a bind, go ahead and add in a bind. Don't lose that bend in the front knee. Inhale back to warrior two. Bring your left hand onto your left hip. We're going to step into half moon. So step the back foot in. Grab your block or a prop if you have one. Don't worry if you don't, you can pretend. Press down into your right hand. Flex the left foot. Float the left leg up. Open the left hip up, the left shoulder up. Reach your left hand up. Maybe you can lift that right hand off your prop. Couple more breaths. Now stepping back into warrior two. On an exhale, take the hands down. You're in a lunge. Kick back to a three-legged dog. Bend the right knee and open your hip. You can stay just like this, or we take wild thing. Bring your right toes down behind you. Pivot so the belly and the chest look up. Right arm up and overhead. And then swiveling back round to down dog. And you can pause or you can flow through your flow. Do what you want to do. We're meeting in down dog and moving on to the second side. Inhale to lift your left leg up. Exhale to step the left foot through. Drop the back heel down, side angle pose. Forearm on the thigh, right hand reaching up. Option to extend the right arm by the right ear. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Take your bind if you did that on the first side. Back to warrior two. Right hand onto the right hip. Stepping into your half moon. Left hand down. Right leg floats up. Right hand reaches up. Still breathing the same breath. Same rhythm. Now step back to warrior two. Open hips and arms, hold it here. Exhale to take the hands down. Kick back to a three-legged jog. Lift the left leg up and back. Bend the left knee and open your hip. Stay here or find wild thing. Come back through to down dog. Keep flowing through your vinyasa or take a rest. We're all going to meet in child's pose. Smooth out your breath. So find the rhythm of the breath. Let the heart rate settle. Take some forehead rolls over the mat, side to side. Open and close the mouth. And we'll thread the needle. Bring your right arm through. Turn to the right shoulder, the right cheek comes down. Either left hand forwards, left hand in front of the face, or a half bind with the left arm draping around the back. Extend the left arm forwards, right arm forwards, and switch sides. Thread your left arm through, turning to your right. The same arm variation on this side as you took on the first side. Release the right arm forwards and the left. Walk your hands over to the right. Stretch the fingers away, let your head rest, lift the elbows up so it's quite active. A big stretch through your left side. Come back through center, take it over to the left. Forehead down, elbows lift up. Come back to center. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Walk your hands in and come up to sit. And we're going to take camel. So you can stay seated on your shins, on your sat down on your bum if you need to. Or we're going to come up onto our shins. I like to measure the two fists between my knees so the knees are lined up under my hips. And then I like to tuck my toes under. You can have your feet flat if you like. Bring the hands onto the lower back. Press the hips forwards. Lift the chest up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Start to lift your chin up. Lean back any amount. If it's there for you, you can bring your hands onto your heels. So either both hands are on your heels or both hands are supporting your back. And again, you're lifting up and out of the waist. Keep pressing the hips forwards. Inhale to look forwards. Bring the hands onto the back. Untuck your toes, sit down. Turn the palms up. Close your eyes. Pull the shoulders back over the hips, the ears over your shoulders. Breathe through it. We're going to come up one more time. So lifting up onto your shins, toes tucked or not, support your back. Start to lift up and lengthen. Lean back. Unclench the teeth. Two more breaths. Bring the hands to support the back. Look forwards. Untuck your toes, sit down. Hands resting, palms up on your lap. Close your eyes. And come forward to all fours. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale to cat. So hold it in cat. Press the mat away, tuck your chin in. Round the back, so counter pose to camel. Back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up, downward facing dog, and take some heel pegals. Bend and straighten through the knees. Shake out the head. There's an optional vinyasa if that's what you need. And then when you're ready, we're going to step through to seated and come down to lie down on our backs. Lie down. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Figure four on the right ankle crossing over the left thigh. Open that knee up. Stay just like this or thread the needle. Feel the release across the lower back, the opening through the right hip. And pull the legs in towards you. Lift your forehead up towards your right shin. Give it a little squeeze. Lower back down. Release your hands. Bring the right foot down. And pause. Figure four on your left. Option to thread the needle. Let the right foot dangle. Now pull the legs in towards you. And lift your forehead up towards the left shin rather. Squeezing in. And release. Release your hands, bring both feet down. Take the soles of the feet together and let your knees open wide. Rest one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower belly. Close your eyes. Feel the body lying on the mat. Start to soften into it. Let go of any effort. Let go of the breath. Stay in this position or move into Shavasana, both legs long, feet to the edges of the mat, arms down by the sides. Make your final adjustment so that you feel comfortable. And we'll be quiet and still. Allow the mind to disconnect. Now start to deepen the breath. Some nice big breaths, maybe some clearing exhales through the mouth. And start to move the body, moving in the way that feels right for you to ease out the practice. And then draw your knees in, rock from side to side until you roll over to one side and make your way up to sit. We meet in a comfortable, still seat with the hands in prayer, eyes closed. Take a moment to feel your practice in the body, in the mind, in the breath. Press the thumbs to the third eye and remember your intention. And take that with you through your day. We bow the head to the heart to seal the practice. Give yourselves thanks for taking time to practice. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.